fantastic. Please put your hands together for Dana.
Hi there, my name's Dana and I work for the University of Nottingham. I'm taking part in the Balancing Acts Comedy Night for International Women's Day. I have absolutely never done comedy before. This will be the first time I've ever done stand-up. I've done plenty of public speaking before, conferences and presentations in a professional context, but I've never done comedy, so this is new and slightly terrifying, to be honest. I don't have the comfort of a PowerPoint slide presentation, but I am really excited to be taking part in the event. It seems like a really good opportunity to stand up on stage and have a voice, and when I saw that the event was kind of being advertised and they were looking for participants, I was thinking about who normally gets to be on a stage, and I realised that I have never seen anyone who identifies as non-binary stand on a stage and talk about their experiences. I've watched YouTube videos about that, but I've never seen in person anyone who's non-binary talk about their experiences on a stage. Comedy is very male dominated, and even when you have women on stage, they kind of have a smaller slice of the stage. So it's really nice that the university is organising this event, and I really wanted to be a part of it. I am still terrified though.
Comedy is very male dominated, so it's really nice to have a great group of women to do stand-up comedy, and it's something I've personally done myself. We're raising money for the Nottingham Women's Centre, which is fab, and we're also getting menstrual product donations as well on the night. So as well as it being a way in which we could share diverse voices, we're also raising money for charity, and also for some of the staff and students who are performing, they're doing it for the very first time, and that's really awesome because I've personally found stand-up comedy really beneficial to me in my profession, but also stand-up comedy is so fun. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it happening next week.
This is super embarrassing already, and I'm not even on stage. It's just awkward enough doing it to camera. Anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I know I've got big lights shining out the back of my head. I have done all the light combinations in my living room, and this is as good as it's gonna get, okay? So I've tried, and this is as good as it gets. That's not part of my act, by the way. The rolling pin also, no, I thought my voice was gonna go off when I moved the rolling pin away from my face. Yeah, maybe it really is a microphone. Also not part of my act. So I'm gonna just run through it. This is really, really awkward. This is super awkward because people I know are gonna watch this. If I swear lots, you won't be able to use it though. Excellent. Only one bit of swearing in my whole act, but you know, anyway. Imagine I've been introduced and I walk on stage. Hello, good evening, good evening. My name is Dana. Dana, it's pronounced like Anna. I won't be too offended if you mispronounce my name. It's not really my name. I hate my real name. It sounds whingy, it sounds whiny. Davina! I'm going to stop recording now because I found that super awkward, but I am going to watch the videos back and then keep practicing for the rest of the evening, and then hopefully by Wednesday I'll be ready. Wednesday's the big day. Bring it on. I think the comedy night is being organised as part of the university's approach to improve equality, diversity and inclusion, and essentially to give women who usually don't get an opportunity to stand on stage and voice their opinions an opportunity to do so, but in, you know, a really fun and celebratory way. Bringing your whole self to work is something that I think is really important. Sometimes I've heard people say, you know, sexuality isn't relevant to the workplace, or these things, but I've heard sexuality in particular is not relevant to the workplace, and that person is usually straight, and I think it is relevant because it's sometimes what makes you feel uncomfortable. And I've worked places before where I felt like I'm the only gay person in the village, or I felt like even, you know, the conversations that happen in the kitchen, or, you know, in the 2 minutes between walking from your desk to walking to the office, that kind of chit chat, you know, walking between meetings or whatever. It's conversations that I can't be involved in because they're all about like families and kids and heteronormativity. So I think it is relevant that to the workplace, and if you're in an environment where you can be your whole self, then you feel more relaxed. I mean, I personally have been in an environment where I don't feel relaxed, and and those that I do, and I think it does make a massive difference in terms of just being comfortable. If you just want to introduce yourselves and say why you're doing what you're doing.
Hello, I'm Joanna. I'm a final year American Studies and History student, and I am doing this because I am not going to get a job with my degree, so I might as well try something else out. Also, I like being funny in pubs. That's all I've got.
I'm PT. I'm a doctor by trade. I'm doing a PhD in my spare time, and I'm doing this because I had quite an awkward conversation with my parents when I said I wanted to go off to medical school, and they'd always dreamed of me becoming a stand-up comedian. So I thought I'd just try and fulfil their wishes for one night. And also to show my sons that women can be funny.
Are they coming this evening?
They're 4 and 2, so definitely not.
Hi, I'm Kay. My pronouns are they, them. I ended up doing this because I got peer pressured into it, because apparently, according to my co-workers, I'm funny. Therefore, I must do stand-up because I'm loud and apparently funny.
Introduce myself and like tell you my full name.
Go for it.
Keletso Masilonyane. You can try and wrap your head around that later. I think doing stand-up helps to build confidence, and some people have told me I'm not very assertive, but that's not true. They've never seen me in a debate. I'm very assertive then. But in life, I do tend to be a little bit more reserved, shall we put it, especially with my controversial opinions. So I'm hoping that stand-up will help me to become a bit more confident about expressing views which may not be received very well by the recipients.
Hi, my name is Shalaka, and I'm a PhD student with Nottingham University, and I am doing tonight's event because it's International Women's Day and I was asked to do it, and I was like, yeah, this is probably the best gig I'm going to get this year, so yeah.
So I'm Maria Arruda. I'm a pharmacologist from Brazil. That's my third Bright Club activity, and I was really excited about joining this one because, come on, it's International Women's Day. Now, what could be better than trying to talk about our struggles through comedy?
Hi, my name is Eva.
What are you doing this evening?
Performing on that stage over there under the bright lights. Very excited.
Why have you decided to take part in this event?
Because I'm insane. You have to be really insane to want to spend your Wednesday night standing on a stage in front of as many people as there are chairs. That's how many it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? I'm insane. Friends ask me, wow, are you crazy? I'm like, yes.
The doors have just opened, people are beginning to arrive. I hope there are no hecklers tonight because, yeah, people are quite nervous. But I think it's going to be a really, really great evening. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to hear different people's stories.
Please put your hands together for Dana!
So what does it mean? What does it mean to be a woman? What does it mean to be a woman? It's a question that I've asked myself a lot, and to be honest with you, it's a question that I find quite challenging, okay? As I said before, when I was a kid, I didn't feel feminine, I was a tomboy, and as I grow up, like, even though I have a woman's body, I don't feel like a woman, and I identify as genderqueer. And when I was at university, I spent a lot of time thinking about what does it mean to be a woman. I read a lot of gender theory and queer theory. I read Jack Halberstam, Simone de Beauvoir, Judith Butler. One is not born a woman, rather you become one. Gender is a myth which constantly conceals its own origins. I read all these theories to unpack the cultural myths of our gendered assumptions. And yet, of all the things that I read, the thing that for me most clearly articulated the conflicts and intersections between sex, gender and sexuality was actually a photograph. A photograph that my best friend Kat tagged me on Facebook. It was a photograph of a tick box form that simply said, male, female, off.
So the other part of this story, I suppose, is that I only joined the University of Nottingham a couple of months ago, and it used to be that I was in a relationship, so I could just talk about my partner, and that's kind of like an easy way of saying stuff without kind of coming across weird. And if you're single, it's very strange, it'd be very strange things to just suddenly talk about queerness without any kind of context. Yet at the same time, I kind of feel like I'm not out when I want to be, and that therefore I can't entirely relax. So in what is an untested strategy, I'm doing stand-up comedy, and I've invited my boss and the people in my team, and I'm not just going to talk, I'm sort of going to become out. And I don't suppose most people, I think most people just try and slip into conversation over the water cooler. Oh, by the way, you know, my partner's a woman. Inviting everyone to a stand-up comedy gig and doing a whole act about it, different approach. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow whether it works.
I want to leave you with just one final thought. If men are from Mars and women are from Venus, then we are from planet Earth. And we can live and let others live, inside, outside, and beyond the binary. If ever the options presented to you in life seem too narrow, conflicting, or misconstructed, may you have the confidence to say, F*** off.